I was driving the last bus of the night. It was a cold, rainy night, and I was driving to a small town, near Boston. I didn't know the area very well. I lived in a town about 10 miles away, and it was only my second day on that bus route. There were only 3 passengers on the bus. There was a young man sitting at the back. He was listening to music on his earphones. There was a woman sitting in the middle. And there was another man near the front. It was about 10:30, and we were driving along a dark country road. It was raining heavily, and I was looking forward to finishing work and going home. We were about a mile from the town. Ahead I could see a man standing at the bus stop. He was very old. It is unusual to see a very old man out at this time, I thought. I stopped the bus, and the bus doors opened. The wind was very strong and the rain came in through the open doors. The old man climbed up the steps very slowly. He was wearing a long red coat and black pants. He had a yellow baseball cap on. He took his bus pass out of his pocket and showed it to me. I said, "Thanks." The old man didn't look at me. I closed the door and waited for him to sit down. He's taking a long time, I thought. I watched in my mirror. Then, something strange happened. The man disappeared. The woman started screaming. The young man at the back of the bus jumped up. "What happened? Where is he?" he shouted. I stood up and walked to the middle of the bus. "Where did he go? Where did he go?" I asked. The man at the front of the bus couldn't speak. He was so frightened, he couldn't move. The woman was shaking her head. He just disappeared," she said. The young man ran past me and started hitting the door. "Let me off! Let me off!" he shouted. "I can't stay on this bus." "Relax." "It's okay," I said. But the man was too frightened. "Let me off." He was hitting the doors very hard, so I opened the doors and he ran away into the dark night. I looked at the man and the woman. "Let's go," I said. I drove to the town and the man and the woman got off the bus. They said, "Thank you," but they didn't say anything else. They were both still very shocked. So then I was alone. I had to take the bus back to the office. I locked the doors and drove through the dark streets to the office. I looked in my mirror every few seconds. I was worried the old man might come back. He didn't come back. I checked the bus and locked it. Then I went into the office. Robert, another bus driver, was there. "What's the matter?" he asked. "You look like you have seen a ghost." "I have seen a ghost," I said. I told him the story. He listened for a while. Then, he said, "A red coat? And a yellow baseball cap? 10:30? About a mile from the town? I don't believe it. That sounds like Alistair Grimm. But it can't be. No, I don't believe it. Who's Alistair Grimm? I asked. He was a retired school teacher. He lived in the town. His daughter lived just outside the town. Every Tuesday, he went to her house for dinner. He always took the last bus. All the drivers knew him. Last year, I was driving your bus. One Tuesday, I was very surprised because he wasn't at the bus stop. The next day, I heard the news. He died that Tuesday evening when he was walking to the bus stop from his daughter's house. He had a heart attack. The next morning, his daughter found him dead in a field near the bus stop. I felt bad. Why didn't I see him? Why didn't I tell someone he wasn't at the bus stop? But you didn't know. You shouldn't feel bad, I said. But it's strange. Why did his ghost come back? Why did he get on the bus? Why tonight? I don't know, said Robert. He looked at the calendar. That's strange. It is almost exactly 1 year ago. I remember. It was late October. Maybe his ghost came back because he wanted to go home. Robert and I looked at each other for a few seconds. He looked frightened. I felt frightened too. Robert put his coat on. And I want to go home. Come on, it's getting late. I put my coat on and we locked the office door and walked out to our cars. A few months later, the bus company gave me a different bus route. I drove a bus on the other side of the town. Since then, I have seen the young man with the earphones, and the woman. Sometimes they get on my bus. But we never talk about that night. And I have never seen Alistair since that night. Maybe he just wanted to go home. Maybe he wanted to go home for the last time. I want to go home too, said Susan. Has the snow stopped yet? They all looked out of the window. It was not snowing anymore. Then they heard the sound of an engine. It's the snow plow, said the bus driver. Soon they could see the lights of the snow plow. We'll follow the snow plow. He drove out of the car park and onto the road. The snow plow was pushing the snow to the side of the road. At first, they could only travel slowly, but then they came to a bigger road. The snow was not so deep there. The snow plow moved to the side of the road and the bus drove past it. Very soon they were near Boston. The bus driver spoke again. Look out the windows on the left side of the bus. Very soon we will pass the bus stop where Alistair Grimm got on the bus and disappeared. Everyone looked out the window. They looked at the bus stop by the side of the road. Did you see? Said the bus driver. No one answered him. No one wanted to say anything. They saw an old man standing next to the bus stop. The old man was wearing a red coat and a yellow baseball cap. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe for more videos.